accreditation. So I guess there's a question there, back to that kind of tiering and unpacking, because we currently have about 60% or so of our ISFM members. Is that practice members? That's practice members who are also accredited as cat-friendly clinics. So it's a significant proportion, but it's not everybody by any means. And those that aren't are effectively in their membership fee paying for provision of cat-friendly clinic accreditation that's it's costed elsewhere and so on. So I guess there's a question about to what extent cat-friendly clinic could stand alone as its own benefit as a scheme.
I don't think it should.
Rather than being separate to.
I don't think it should, though. I think the amount of information and just that amazing awareness of, if you didn't have that access to ISFM, I think you were just a cat-friendly clinic, you maybe get more people just ticking the boxes and not actually taking on cat-friendly attitudes.
Yeah.
I think there's a risk of that happening. I don't need that. I mean, maybe you could have it the other way in that if you're an ISFM member but you're not cat-friendly clinic, maybe you pay a premium to be a cat-friendly clinic as well as ISFM, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
To make it more worthwhile that people are going, I'm actually paying to be a cat-friendly clinic. I'm paying for that advertisement as such. They've got more incentive to actually be cat-friendly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I think I'm okay to use the clear-free word in this room, aren't we? We can't help but make, obviously, because of the traction as a scheme that's got in the US at least, and they're starting to now look at Europe, but it's very much a standalone scheme with lots of materials and content and so on too. But we look at that and think, well, is that a model that seems to be working in the US? Is that a model we ought to be applying to the way we do things? Or is it absolutely fine as it is? So I think you can help us clear the fog, I think, perhaps, on how we treat the two alongside each other.
I mean, being honest, I think you probably could run cat-friendly clinic completely separately, but then it would totally lose why it's there. I think it's linked with the ISFM and ICAT care.
So you see that as a strength.
Totally, and the reason why you're doing it. And I think as soon as you make it just a marketing tool, then it's lost why you're doing it.
But that said, do you think it has intrinsic value in its own right? Not necessarily to carve it off as something totally separate, but something, so going back to the sort of tiering idea.
I mean, it does have intrinsic value, but I think its association with both feline health and welfare is too important to separate it from what you do as a charity. I think the two together are very much.
I would agree that the team bonding thing is very important.
Yeah.
And recruitment can be quite hard. And a couple of our student nurses have been incredibly proud. They went to college, were told to scrub cats, and they just said, we don't do that. That's not how we do. And they were being taught to scrub cats at college, and there was a whole class in college listening and believing, and they just, as students stood up and said, no, we would never dream of doing that.
And that's because the student nurses are
in our practice.
Yeah.
So I think more of the team bonding.
Otherwise they wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, and then I think that's a recruitment thing for us, because they were very proud and felt able to say, for God's sake, don't scrub a cat.
The number of people, because obviously, as you know, through the process you have to register interest in becoming cat friendly, and that, for me, specifically in the UK, the number of people that have joined a practice and have been part of becoming a cat friendly clinic in one practice, and then they've joined a new practice that isn't, and they said, we've got to be cat friendly, or they're looking for a clinic to work at that's cat friendly if they've worked in a cat friendly clinic. It's testament to you all in what you do in working in that way. Yeah.
That's another untapped resource, I guess, as well, is nursing college as well. You talk about graduates with uni, but certainly vet nurses and getting hold of them early. I mean, if they've gone into a class and said that, if that just sparks another couple of minds to go, there is another way. You don't just have to carbon copy what we're taught. So maybe that dissemination of information as well.
Interesting.
But yeah, recruitment definitely, from a cat clinic point of view, that being a cat-friendly clinic, you've now got so many nurses doing the nursing courses and wanting to use that knowledge, and you'll get one of two. You'll have them going into a practice where they just want to change everything because they see it all and they're very enthusiastic and they want to just, turn them into a cat-friendly, and then you'll get the ones that are like, do you know what? I haven't got the energy to do that. I want to go somewhere where we're all singing from the same hymn sheet. And so when they see that cat-friendly accreditation, that has definitely got us nurses, definitely.
Who are the change agents in the practice in regard to cat-friendly clinic?
Both.
Yeah, I'd say nurses play a huge role.
Massive.
Yeah.
They're the
And
handlers.
as a scheme, do you think those people are well enough supported in order to introduce the scheme and to get the practice to buy into it?
Well, I think it would be really nice if there was like a preset sort of PowerPoint presentation on why change to a cat-friendly clinic. From my own experience a few years ago, I joined a different practice, and the purpose of me joining was to set up a cat-friendly branch, which I did, but convincing the rest of the staff over the other branches as well that this was a good idea was really, really hard work. So it was a very horse and hounds type community, and the receptionists were like, "Oh, what's the point? What's the point of a cat for anything?" Just didn't get it, and it really felt like swimming against the tide a lot of the time, trying to persuade why are we doing this.
I think it's persuading businesses that actually it's good for the business to do it though. That's the thing. I mean, I think a lot of vets think that cats aren't profitable, and well, Nick, you work, I don't know how many of you work in cat-only clinics, but they certainly are if you do it properly, and actually the owners will come back more often if you make the whole experience better. So it's not something that's going to change, turn massive profits overnight or anything. But ultimately, if you want to get more owners bringing their cats to the vet, it will pay you to do it. The more times you see that cat, the more opportunity you've got to pick up on things like dental disease and other things like that, which, bottom line is the business owner looks at the profits. That's what they do.
I think you're right, having some kind of backing, whether that's a PowerPoint or a webinar or something, because you can be just one voice in a whole
something
practice.
that everybody can see, the whole practice can sit down and watch and say, this is what we want to do. Are you all up
And it's
for
not
it,
just
basically?
me, I'm not just a cat-friendly lady, I am that.
Yeah.
But also there are a whole body of people that feel the same way and look how it's benefited their practice, and even on like a little film almost.
But you've got
But
to
some
have
of the cats,
of people you guys talk
of
about
us
the
crazy
benefits.
going.
I have some focus group films that we've done, so with owners and also with vets and nurses that are in cat-friendly clinics and aren't in cat-friendly clinics. So I've just got to get them finished. And also there's some data that's come out from Royal Canin that's showing the benefits for being cat-friendly, for footfall, for cat owners coming and hand their spend as well. And the same was repeated at a meeting I was in France on Friday. A survey that's been done in France that showed that cat owners there are way more likely they'll spend more money than dog owners per visit as well.
I think they often will, because they've got the opportunity. Getting the cat to the vet is a lot harder than getting the dog to the vet. So if you've got it there and you say, okay, well, I think we should do, they're generally more likely to say, okay,
Just do it.
let's do it. I've got the cat here. So so it's a huge, business, value as well as
And they
it
travel.
benefits everybody. It benefits the cat.
But going back to what you were saying earlier, that's less important once you're accredited.
Yeah.
It's more how converting your interest into
But
commitment.
you've also got to make sure
Signing
that they then want to stay accredited and stay doing it that way, and not just
see the benefits.
Not just sign up. They're not going to see the
Particularly
benefits
if
unless
the
they actually
key
change
person
their
driving
behaviour.
it has moved on.
Yeah,
How do you sustain that commitment to it?
yeah, and they're not going to see an instant change. They've got to sort of see it as a long-term
Yeah.
kind of change, because it's not until the cat owner then comes in with their cat and experiences the better experience that they're more likely to come back again.